So here it is, blank table. Today, we're going to use our Crafted Elements router sled. Haven't used it yet. No idea. It's Wednesday. Or no, it's Thursday, December 7th at about 8:15 in the morning. I don't know. I guess we're going to see together how this works. I've seen a lot of build videos, how to put them together, people using them, whatever, but nobody, I haven't really found a video yet that shows anybody putting down a piece of material, showing you how to attach it to the table so it's flat. I mean, I don't know. How are you supposed to, I don't know. We're going to figure all that out right now. First thing I have to do is find my scraper blade here, because apparently my guy decided to use spray glue on my table doing edge bending yesterday. It's right. That's why we got melamine. It's cleanable, right? Hopefully. I know, should probably use some chemical or I should just record this video in an hour from now and have him clean it off. But I digress. It's all right. I'm sure he will clean it later. Get it perfectly clean anyways. So I watch a lot of these, like I said before, I watch a lot of these bigger woodworkers, and it's almost like they're just infomercials for tools, and I don't know, then just not, I don't know. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not, I don't have any sponsors. I don't have millions of dollars. I'm not making $15,000 a month to come on here and wow you with some hard to do stuff that I make look simple. I am just like you. Average, everyday, normal dude. I don't know nothing. The only things I know are the things I've been taught. And sometimes, some days, that doesn't seem like a whole lot. I am going to set that there. God, that thing's heavy. This thing, if I remember right, is even heavier. These rails are mounted on ash hardwood. That rail goes on that side of the table. Goes about there. I didn't think this through when I was thinking about how am I going to mount this to the table. Well, I guess today something's holding that up. What is holding that up? Oh, I see. It's underneath that bolt right there. There we go. Watch out, Rosie. I got to figure out an easier way to store this. So this is 40 inches wide. I'm going to leave it a little wider than 40 because I'm sorry about the constant shuffling on the ground. I know you guys can hear it. There's a reason for it. It's because we have a lot of dirt. So as long as I don't push that off there. I have a lot of dirt in the yard and so forth, and sand and everything else, and just kind of ends up on the shop floor. And every time you move, okay, so that has to go. I wish I could just figure out a way to leave this together. To tell you the truth, it's a very expensive machine. I mean, for our little shop, maybe not for someone else's $1 million shop, but for us, this thing is, what is there? We're a 96 by 40 sled here. I really don't need these on the end because we're not going to roll it off, and we didn't pull dust covers and everything like some people suggested. So ours doesn't roll quite as freely as some others, but I didn't want to take the dust covers off of these. It does roll just fine. And if I pull these back like that, this thing's almost heavy enough that it just doesn't move. I'd like to have a way to just, I have some inserts I could put in the table and then just put screws and bracket, and I don't know that I want to do that per se. This thing is pretty darn stable. Of course, we don't know how it's going to act once it, look at that, just, isn't that cool? It is. The thing I worry about is when I put the slab in here and start cutting, is it going to buck and move if I don't bolt this down some way? I don't know. I just don't know yet. Somewhere here I have some I have a bunch of brackets. I guess I could put like that on each side and then put an insert down, run a screw in it. Or you know what I could do? Hey, there's an idea. I could just push this over. I could put screws in there in the side like that. And then I could just use a clamp to the table. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have the space to leave this out, so we're kind of at the mercy of making it work. What I'd like to do is I'd like to build a flip table where this is on the bottom and we just rotate the table over and we have a flat surface, but I don't even know if, I mean, I know it's possible to build something like that. It's not that big a deal. I have the material. I do actually have all the material to do it. But I just don't know. And I don't have time to do R&D to build something like that. So I think what I'll do is go over here. Grab some little, I have some 1¼ inch screws here. I'll grab I'm so tired of things being in my way, but honestly, in the grand scheme of things, there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm looking at this thinking I may have built my rails too tall. We're gonna have to come up with some sort of way to. The other thing that's weird to me is when I watch videos of other people, and I do a lot. I actually, you guys, I do a lot. Watch videos of other people. Don't just sit on one channel, because there's a lot of us making content, and I guess at this point we're called digital creators. I don't know. But oh, I wish I had rubber floors, because then it'd be softer to walk on all day, and it wouldn't make so much noise. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this in here, a little ways from the edge like that. I should probably pre-drill these, huh? I mean, this ash wood is not going to... just to make it easier on me, I should pre-drill those, even if I don't go in all the way. I keep hitting that every time I walk by it. We could use a countersink. We're just not going to drill all the way in. We're just going to get a starter going here. Because honestly, this wood is so hard. That is actually bent like crazy. I wonder why. Oh, because it's broke. Huh. That could be why. I think that's the one that broke the last time. One of my guys was using it and freaking broke it. I'm gonna have to repair that. I don't even know how. Just have to put a new countersink in it. Lovely. Oh Lord, lovely, lovely. So I will use my really nice countersink. This one with the adjustable depth, but we're not going to go all the way in here, so we're just going to pop holes to get these to start. That's the problem. Getting these started in this ash wood is very difficult because it's hard, and in my experience using building benches and stuff, I've snapped so many screws you wouldn't even believe it. It's a lot. So we are about 2 3/4 inches off the end there. I'm going to come down here and do the same thing. Not that I was going to measure it all out, but it's just to uniform, because it'll drive me nuts if it's not. And my guy will come in here and grab a tape measure and go, "You didn't even measure that." I'll be like, "No, you're right, I didn't." But guess what? I did. So we're not gonna drill all the way. Again, I said we're just gonna use stainless screws in this white ash, or I think it's white ash wood. Anyway, we're just gonna call it ash wood because I don't even know. I just know it's, when I go and ask for ash, this is a very light color. It's very blonde. But I'm telling you, if you use anything but I used stainless in the builds that I did because I didn't want to. I did not want to have rusting when I built my benches and so forth. So I use this lumber to really nice for outdoor builds. For when you're building a bench, this stuff is insane strong, and you can see that I have full faith in the fact of how strong it is because I'm using it for my router sled rails. Stuff is it for some it doesn't bow, it doesn't bend, doesn't nothing. Super stable. I use it on a bench with a 60-inch span, 57 or so inches in the middle. And I'm 285 pounds, and I sat on the bench and it's absolutely zero bend in the middle. And I've gone back since and seen that bench, and it still has no bend to it. It's crazy. Works really well. So there's that. One more. My dog is over here, my shop dog. She smells something and she wants outside. I gotta go let her out here in a second. 2 3/4. I hope that more people get to see these videos because I mean, we're just average every day. We're not a cabinet shop. We're not a patio builder. We're everything. We are everything. We build shelf units, cabinets, all kinds of stuff. Sounds like she really wants out. Or my guy's here. I don't think he'll be here for a few more minutes, but we build tables, benches, tables, Christmas ornaments, Halloween. We build pretty much anything. When I moved into this house, I plumbed my pool unit. We did all the electrical around the shop. We did it ourselves. So that is sitting. We're gonna move this out this way. We're about an inch or so away from the edge down there. Then we're gonna do the same thing down here, and it's gonna move with us. So what we're gonna do, what I do know, is that if you set this square on this end, right? Set this square on this end with your sled down here, and see what I mean? I have stuff in my way everywhere I go because I have work going on, but I just have too much stuff sometimes. I think they'll reach. If they will, we're going to use these cheapo Harbor Freight clamps. Oh, they will reach. Look at that. We're going to use these cheapo Harbor Freight clamps because I'm telling you, honestly, these were on sale the other day, and they said Merry Christmas on them. These clamps were $3 a piece. I mean, how can you pass those up? And they work really well. They slide really well. I have the DelWood ones up here. But I like to use the DelWood ones when I'm clamping lumber and stuff, like material for like when I'm putting stuff together. I like them because if I need, I can flip them around real quick because they go back, they push. I believe that you can flip these around, they push also, but they just don't have the weight, the pressure. So Be careful though, because the screw caps fall out of these. And I'm going to scoot this all the way down here so that I can make sure. Put this on my table saw real quick. I know I shouldn't. I'm going to scoot this all the way down here. That way we make sure that it's straight. And if that thing slides all the way down like that, it's straight. So there we go. With no friction. Well, it has friction, it's supposed to, but no resistance. Rails are all clean. Now if I could just figure out a way to store it on here, maybe I could. Maybe I could put a shelf in there where I just take this off, slide it in there, take that one off, slide it in there, take the top off, take the top off and slide it somewhere, put a shelf in here, a little box of some sort. I don't know. So now this is made by Amana router bit, Amana Tool Industries. This is a 1 1/8 surfacing bit with 1/2-inch shank. It says 1/4-inch shank. This is not, it's not in the right package. With it not being in the right package, obviously, because it doesn't close. They just gave me the wrong package. But anyways, I'm gonna, because this is probably gonna stay, it's gonna live in this tool. They told me, oh, don't buy that one because it's $50 and it's a throwaway bit and it'll only last so long. Okay, I only need it to last so long. I need to get through a couple slabs with it, and then I will go buy the $150 one with the reusable bits. So this is what it looks like. Comes with a coating on it so it doesn't rust. But I don't know. It says that it is slab flattening tool. So I think we need to take, oh, there it goes. It just kind of, oh, it's literally like just a jelly coat on here. So I guess you need to peel it off. I'm not sure that I want to leave that on there. I don't know. I've never used one of these before. So there's a first time for everything. While we're doing this, you guys on Instagram? Anybody? Yeah, probably. Have you seen the girl in the bikini? The girls in bikinis doing woodworking? I mean, to me, it just seems like it's super unsafe. And then they have, well, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I've obviously, if I'm telling you about it, I've watched it. I'm not opposed to it. I just think it's, I don't know. I guess it's entertainment. That's all. That's what it is. It's what it's meant to be. It's what it's supposed to be. It's just entertainment. And I guess at the end of the day, it's all just entertainment. So it looks like we have it set up. Now we just have to put that in there, lock it down. Then I think that we can open that up and take this all the way down like that. And then we can lock that. And it looks like we're going to need to do something else here. We're going to have to flip the plate over or something. I've seen couple guys do, because that is not below the plates, not below the arms. So we'll have to figure that out. Right now I need to take a break. I need to go let my dog out because she has to go to the bathroom, and I have to watch her because it's muddy outside. It's been raining all night. And then I will start this over again. And I don't know. Are we going to stop this? Or are we going to do part 2? What are we going to do? I think I'm going to pause it. I'm going to try. I'm on a cell phone. So I don't have big video recording equipment. I have this little microphone, which I've probably been scrubbing on my, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, well, we decided to come back. Dog went to the bathroom. Got my trusty Harbor Freight. Allen wrench set. And I think that we need to flip this over because the bit will not clear. The bit won't clear the plastic, won't clear the rails. The shank is not long enough, and I don't want to extend the shank out too far. I want to be able to adjust the router without having to adjust the material. So I think we're going to have to, you know what, I may just end up having to take this off, take the rails off once I get this out of here. I'll just slide the rails off the other end. It took us less than, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes to put this together, literally 45 minutes. I mean, it didn't take an hour, I tell you that. It took like 45 minutes, I think. It's a really good kit. It's really nice. There's not so much to it that you can't, you know what? No, that won't work. I was going to say, just take this is just the easy way. This is probably the easiest way. There's a couple ways I could do this to change it. But as it stands right now, I'm still by myself. So do this the by myself way, right? Don't worry, you're not missing anything over here. I'm actually just taking these screws out of these bulkheads. Oh, Lord. So, as you can see, this is just, I have the router is bottomed out. The bit is barely clears down here. I'm not sure if you're supposed to have an extension. But I don't even have, I have too much I don't have clearance underneath the rail bulkheads here. So seen a few of these where they're over the top underneath. I'm going to have to do a little more research or somehow figure this out. I don't know. Okay. I don't know, maybe well, this router has to work. I've seen people use it, so I've seen it used in videos, and now I just have to figure it out. So let me figure it out, and I'll do part 2 of this video. We will show you operational cutting the slab and the whole nine. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back with part 2 in the next video.